Thank you, Chairman Hughes and the Thank you, Chairman Hughes and the committee for the opportunity to provide testimony. My name is Sarah Cruz, and I am here on behalf of the ACLU of Texas to urge this committee to oppose SB8. We often hear the legislature ask what support is needed to make our communities safer, and I am here to ask that if you wish to support Texans, border communities, and improve public safety, that you oppose this bill. Under SB8, dozens of sheriff's offices across the state would be forced to enter into 287G agreements with ICE to enforce federal immigration law. For counties who enter into the agreement and have a population of less than 1 million people, they will be eligible to apply for grant funding. This means for at least 7 of the largest counties in the state, home to millions of Texans, this is a completely unfunded mandate. Harris County, who would be among the counties to foot the bill of a future agreement, previously ended an agreement citing the cost and erosion of the community's trust. The agency was spending a total of $600,000 annually in staffing to participate in the program, and other counties have incurred costs in the millions. But even for the rest of the counties required to enter into the program, SB8 doesn't guarantee all of their incurred expenses will be covered or how much local governments will still need to pay. Rather than looking for alternatives to support border communities and improve community policing and public safety, the legislature is resorting to punitive measures that lead to things like the forfeiture of community parks and rampant racial profiling of Black and brown communities. At what cost? The legislature has already allowed nearly $12 billion to be wasted on Operation Lone Star, a program that has proven to overwhelmingly arrest people for misdemeanor trespassing. Now, when the question of ramping down has started to be raised, SB8 would lead to even more resources, more personnel, and more funding to duplicate failed efforts. And not one agency has been able to state what goal needs to be reached for the state to start scaling back. How much more are we willing to put towards an anti-immigrant agenda than the needs of our communities? 287G agreements have proved time and time again that they don't improve public safety and instead undermine it. A study on local law enforcement's entanglement with immigration enforcement found that 44% of Latinos, regardless of immigration status, were less likely to contact police officers if they were victims of crime. These are just among some of our concerns, and I'm happy to follow up with more information.
Thank you for your testimony.